Is the creepiest phone call or voice message you've ever received? 1. It was on the answering machine. My husband and I had just arrived home one evening after having a dinner date together, and when I hit the play button we both stopped dead in our tracks. The chilling recording left by a man with a very deep voice, enhanced with one of those voice synthesizer microphones which changes your pitch, sounded like a demon straight out of the depths of hell and went something like this: "I've been watching you too. I've been waiting all night for you to come home. Now that you're back, you can let me in. Tonight's the night. We're going to have a good time. We're something comfortable." Heavy breathing. Bye-bye. My husband and I looked at each other in terror for a moment and didn't sleep very well that night. Of course, nothing happened to us. The next morning, I called my brother and was telling him about the terrifying phone message we had received, and he burst out laughing, got on the synthesizer microphone and using that same demonic voice setting said, "Gotcha, sissy." 2. In the dawn of the cell phone age, I had made a business trip to Dallas TX. Sitting in a shared office, my phone rings and I answer it. Somehow, a woman had dialed a local number and it rang on my cell. Me. "Hello." Female voice says fearfully and without preamble, "You got to get out of town for a while." Me. "Why?" Her. "My husband found out about us. He says he's gonna kill you." Me. "I'm not afraid of him." "Screw him." Her. Suspiciously, "Is this Bill?" Me. "Bill who?" Her. "This isn't Bill, you asshole." Me. "I might be an asshole, but at least I'm not cheating on my husband." I hang up. Office partner, who had only heard my side of the conversation. "Huh?" Me. "Wrong number." 3. I got a message saying I wouldn't drive tomorrow morning, lest you be blown to bits. It had been sent the previous day, but I was reading it in the morning. Just as I got that message, I heard my wife starting the car outside. It did not blow up. It was an email threat, the third email I had received from that person. The Berkeley police politely looked at it, and told me there was no way to trace it. So I asked my class if there were any hackers who might do better. At that time I was teaching the class for physics majors and engineers. After class, about 6 students came up to help. Indeed, they were able to trace the email, and I got the name of a registered student. I gave it to the police. They went to his apartment. He confessed, and he was arrested. I asked to meet with him, and against the strong advice of the police I did. I spoke to him, and learned that he did it because he thought I might be vulnerable. Actually, because of my novel about Jesus. He seemed to feel lost in the world, and doing things like that made him feel that he had some power over others. I asked him whom else he had threatened. Remarkably, the police had not done that, and he named another student, and then added, "and President Clinton." So I told the police, and they contacted the other student, and the US Secret Service. The Secret Service came to investigate, and the perpetrator will be watched by them for the rest of his life. I did not press charges, and he did not go to prison. 4. This is my wife's story, but it's a good one. Around 35 years ago, we were still dating. I left her apartment on my motorcycle and was on the 70-mile trek home. My wife, uncharacteristically, was watching a horror movie on TV that was really scaring her. She regretted getting into this movie after I had left her apartment. The creepy, evil bad guy in the movie was named Victor. My wife was so scared that, when her phone rang, she nearly jumped out of her skin. What's worse, when she answered the phone, a stranger's voice calmly asked, "Is Victor there?" My wife screamed, "Who is this?" Imagine the poor, innocent caller on the other end of the phone. My wife was afraid to go to sleep that night, even after she told me the story on the phone. I have never known her to watch a horror movie by herself since. 5. Once I received a voice message along the lines, "You are dead." I called the police. They instructed me to stay inside and only open the door to police in uniform, and sure enough in 10 minutes they arrived. I invited them in, offered them a seat that they accepted. They listened to the recording, then offered me to reveal what kind of thing I am involved with. Drugs, extortion, was quite big back then, robberies, etc. After all, someone is after me, so coming out clean is the best way to stay alive. I explained to them that I was an IT professional working for a large company, living on salary, not doing drugs or using, let alone smuggling, prostitutes. They looked perplexed, then found the only explanation possibly: they got wrong number. They took the tape and advised me that if I am killed they would use it for investigation, but until then they will stick with the wrong number theory. That was nearly 2 decades ago. I guess they were right. BTW, back then people were using phones without screens nor contact lists, so pressing wrong key was not that uncommon. 6. I don't know if this is creepy, but definitely scary. When I was about 7 years old, my family moved from Ottawa, Canada, to Los Angeles. My brother and I tried to call our old friend Curtis, dialing his phone number. We had no idea about things like long distance or area codes. We just dialed the number we always did. Coincidentally, this number just so happened to be the number for a division of the fucking Federal Bureau of Investigation. You can imagine our shock when someone picks up the call, answers that we have reached the FBI, and how to direct our call. We, being kids, immediately freak out, and hang up. Shortly thereafter, we get a call back, because they can trace a call, and speak to our parents, who have no idea what the fuck is going on. My parents frantically try to explain to the FBI that their kids are tiny idiots who have no idea how to dial long distance, and accidentally contacted them. And there is no threat here, we promise. Needless to say, my brother and I learned how to dial long distance after that.